It has been many long and glorious years since our pharaoh, the most revered Ramses II, accepted the crook and flail from his father, Seti I. With the blessings of Ra, he will continue to reign for many more still. Nevertheless, it is time to begin to cut into the bowels of the earth and prepare the eternal resting place for our vaunted leader. He has supplied your tomb architect with a plan for the largest tomb yet constructed, surpassing even that of his sire. It is now up to you to ensure that this royal request is brought to successful completion. But be forewarned, there is an alarming degree of unrest among some independent-minded workers and slaves, both locally and in Lower Egypt. They follow a man that was once raised in the court of our pharaoh, and have threatened to call their god for divine interference. They hope that, with such deific help, they can have their way. Even now, priests and holy men are debating the validity of these threats. While we patiently await their opinions, it might be prudent to be prepared for the unexpected.
G'day mates, welcome back to Pharaoh the Cleopatra expansion, and we got here just a little bit of Christian mythology being thrown in for the keen-eyed among us. Now, what we've got here, we are back in the valley by the looks of things. I'm assuming this is probably the final mission. Probably doing a grand tomb of some sort. Population acceptable. Stately man. It's got a hate-making nobles. Doesn't matter. Kingdom rating of 100. I think that's the highest it's ever been. And decent culture and prosperity. I'm going to have to level that. It's prosperity. One of these will mean I'll have to level the houses up. Probably prosperity. It's been a little while since I've played this. But I have to level those houses up nice and high. So let's jump right on into the city and... archer and infantry. Brilliant. Now I'm going to build these before I save and quit. I'm not going to run into that same bug that I ran into at Samur or Kadesh, wherever it was. Probably Kadesh. Let's have a quick look around here. Quick look at the gods before we start. We have ourselves only 3 gods. Nice and easy. And with Ra, our patron, as usual, as has been pretty much standard. H to hide. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. So the other 3 tombs are still in here. These small ones. I've got lots of lamps still in there that have been burning for a long, long time. It's a pity I can't raid. That's 1,200 lamps there, hiding nicely. Let's have a... Where are we going to put this one? Nope. No. Must be up here somewhere. There we go. Okay, that can go in right there. And you know what? I'm probably going to... I think I'll just throw that in immediately. There's no real negative. They're not going to do anything until I get the lamps ready anyway. So I'll leave that in there. That can stay there nice and beautifully. And I'll get around to that eventually. Oh, you can see them on the minimap. That is cool looking. So we've got this big monstrosity here as well. What do you mean no people in the city? Let's rotate around. There are no people in the city, quite literally. So we are going to throw just a few things there. I'll get back to that later. I will throw down a firehouse as well, because I didn't see one of those. No firehouse. I'm going to throw one of those down as well, and I will come back for the rest of that later. Now, looking at the map itself, we've got a shit ton more of these little, what do you call them, like little canals done everywhere. So it's basically given us, water supply. It's given us a hell of a lot more water right around. And meadowland. There we go. That's farmland. What can we grow? Grain and barley. I do like grain. It probably means we can make bricks or something. Yeah, it looks like we can go all the way out here. So there's quite a bit of farmland down here as well. Not that I'm going to need it likely, because we have shit tons right here. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful farmland. Now the question is, how are we going to approach this one? I'm not really sure. Have a quick look at the world map a little bit here. We can pottery and linen. Can I grow linen? Let's have a quick look what I can grow. So it's barley, which is beer, and we can make bricks here locally. I'm going to look for somebody who'll buy bricks. Short a little bit on raw materials. We've only got clay. It's not that good. Military we're going to need. We can build walls. We can't build towers. Haven't been able to build towers for a long time. So I'm suspecting we're going to be attacked somewhere. Is this the Kingdom Road? No, this is the Kingdom Road here. So they're going to come in through here and out through there. So I don't think I even need this crossing over here at all. Decent amount of dock space though. Now let me think about what we're going to do here for money. Probably going to be pottery early on. Although linen, if we can import and export, won't be too difficult to do. It's good money. They'll buy bricks via land trade route. You're also via land trade route. That's brilliant. And you will buy pottery and bricks and straw. Okay, sell our excess straw via land trade route. Again, useful. Timna will buy beer by land trade route. Grain is not worth my effort of shipping it. And Samur is going to be our only water trade route. Okay. Oh no, Encomi as well. They will sell us linen, wood and oil. Oil I'll need, but I don't know. I suppose I can sell lamps when I'm finished. Tomb. They'll also sell oil. So oil will come in via land trade route only. Oh no, hang on. Sorry, via water trade route only. This is another water trade route. Sell us few things, but yeah, oil only via water. So everything else other than oil we can actually do via land by the looks of things. That's going to be really good. I'm going to have to go through this in more time later when I'm off camera and figure things out. But for the time being, I think I've got a rough idea of how we'll approach this. So I will cut back once I've started formulating a proper plan. Alrighty mates, here we go. We're going for the standard double block build as we go. This one's a little bit more narrow, and I've gone up here with the one of the blocks that I was using towards the end of the regular Pharaoh game. So, you know, the two temples and the little tax collector in the middle, and so on and so forth. I can't really remember how I built them, but, you know, it'll fit somehow. I'll figure it out. This one's a little more narrow, but it is wide enough to fit 2 6x6 buildings here. So, you know, it's a 6 wide. So I'll figure that one out as I go as well. I can probably just squeeze things in as required. Now, what I'm thinking of having is this area here to be our granary and pottery beer holding center. This is where our distribution's all going to come from. If I require, let me think, how many? Population of 3,000. I'm probably going to require another block as well, but that's it's a pain in the ass. I can't get across up here. I have to go around the long way. Either way, I could actually put another block out here somewhere. But we can do all our pottery production. Actually, I'm going to do it down here, I think. Pottery and brick production will be done down here because the traders can come in, grab it, and leave very, very closely. So we can have a high turnover of traders in 1 year and sell everything we need to. I made that mistake in one of the oases back in the Old Kingdom, having it too far away. So I think that's how we're going to approach this. I'm going to go build some stuff up, and then I will see things probably when we run into debt, but if not, then at least when we are ready for export. Alrighty, unemployment is beginning to creep up. We have everything nicely covered right now. So I've got a little bit of pottery going on here. Now, we do not have enough potters to cover all these clay pits. Probably throw a couple more clay pits here. But we're going to use the rest for brick production. So let's start beginning on. Excellent timing over here. We're going to get these work camps going. I'm going to want 3 of them for the time being. I'll throw, of course, a sneaky firehouse and a little sneaky architect's post right in there. I can obviously beautify this area up. Now that we've got that going, I am going to... How am I going to approach this? I think I might as well just have them going right down the guts here. We're going to need to get a shit ton of farms going to get these people nicely fed up, as well as get all the wheat we need. So, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Okay, we've ticked over the new year. We have not yet gone into debt for the first time, so I think it's a new record for me. But we are going to open up. You will buy pottery. It'll send us into debt immediately. You'll buy bricks and straw and grain, okay? You'll buy straw, bricks, and pottery. So I think I'm going to have to open up to all of these guys. At the moment, I'm just going to sell straw. I really don't have the economy just yet to go immediately into bricks, although I can probably do that, you know, as the next thing I do. So we are going to go plunge into debt here. We're going to export any grain over, let's say, over 800 at this point. May as well. Pottery can be exported over 0. And bricks you can export, again, over 0, but we're not going to be making any of them just yet. Figures I'm not going to import. That's good enough for now. That'll send us into debt. Thank you. And we got a decent chunk. Got 3,000 back, which is good. Now, that'll allow us to probably even go straight into bricks. I may as well. There's nothing else I'm going to be doing. So, have we got the population for it? Yes, and who am I kidding? We're about to feed these people. So, shit's going to hit the fan very shortly. So let's get the brickworks going. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could probably even need a lot more pottery, but this will do for now. So that's 12. I'm going to require one more clay pit. Employees needed, that's fine. Let's go all the way and just get a shit ton more of them. Now that's, I can get an additional 6 things that I'll require. It's probably going to be pottery, because we will need them for lamps later on, I think. Maybe we need clay. I can never remember. Either way, I'm going for a bit of a more organic look here. There are a lot more intersections than normal. So hopefully, you know, things work. But I'm going to try and keep the... I'm going to use roadblocks as much as I want. But I'm going to try and keep things looking beautiful. I can actually throw down a festival square right there. And people will be moving right through it. I may as well throw it down while I get the cash. And let's pick a god to honour. The others are amiable. Let's go Osiris just to make sure that everything is going nice with the flooding. I'd hate to have any stuff up here. Now we got a shit ton of food here. I can throw down barley as well. And after this first harvest, excuse me, my cat has just walked in front of the monitor. There you go, Kit Kat. Now, where was I talking about? Yep, okay, barley, beer. I can get that. I can throw that in here and possibly a bunch more over there, wherever I need them. And that'll allow me to get the next export. And it'll probably be our final export. Between pottery, bricks, beer, and you know, any leftover straw, I think we will be in a pretty good situation. You're going to hold grain. Nice. I think we'll have more than enough cash to smash out the rest of this mission. Alrighty, New Year has ticked over and I have gone big. Following the go big or go home philosophy, and so we've decided to go big here. We have, hopefully, yeah, only short 100 employees. That'll build up very, very quickly. In fact, I should be able to get that done with just to make sure these guys level up a little bit. Get some gardens in there looking nice and beautiful. Now, we've got a little brewery set up here. I'm going to need to... Actually, am I exporting beer? Not yet. I'm going to throw a storage yard for... How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? I'm going to go throw a... It's a really, really shit location. These people are not going to be happy about that, but I'll do the best I can later. Maybe knock some houses down. You're going to accept barley. Nothing but barley. Now, throw another storage yard up here, and you're going to accept beer. I don't think I'm going to be exporting beer. I don't think there's a land trader out that does it. Maybe there was. I've forgotten at this point. But you're going to accept nothing but beer at this point. And we're going to throw down another storage yard to accept nothing, or to get pottery. You're going to... Where are we? Pottery. Right there. You're going to get maximum pottery, and that'll start to bring pottery from here up. So we are exporting as much as we can, but I've thrown down a bunch more that'll allow us to get that all sorted. Now, we are producing everything pretty much as quickly as we can. This next harvest should be, give us a big bumper crop of beer. And I'm going to figure out where to export the beer to. Probably Timnah. Yeah, so Timnah will then buy our beer. I'm not going to open that route just yet because we've only just got back in the black. Aha, I figured out what was going wrong. I didn't have a storage yard for bricks. That is sort of a mistake on my part. If we accept bricks, these guys should all dart up there as soon as that thing finally gets worker access. It might take a little while to make that choice and head down there. But again, that's the organic feel I am going for. And there we go. All the bricks are pouring up. I wondered why that... what's it called? The straw wasn't depleting. But there we go. Bricks now pouring in, and we can actually start selling it and surviving, making the income that we should be. There we go. Organic failure at work. That's a pain in the ass. So. For some reason, that guy there, the firehouse, wasn't going the right way. I'm going to throw down a... Actually, what I'll just do is throw down more firehouses. Throw another firehouse there and an architect's post there. So we've got doubled up. And hopefully they will actually take the right direction. Gotta hate organic stuff sometimes. Yeah, not impressing me very much. This is starting to give me the shit. So we are going to throw a new little firehouse right here. So they seem to be burned down unnaturally quickly. So don't know why, but doesn't matter. That has now been sorted. Shouldn't burn down ever again. Alrighty, 2,000 residents. I think it's going to be starting to be time... Did we not have a flood? I think we did have a flood. Anyway, I think it's going to be time to start working on our military. Actually, I don't even need to work on our military, do I? I've got a couple of thousand I've got a couple of dudes I can just bring in. Where is my military going to be, though? That's the question. I might need boats. I got caught out last mission by not having any boats. Can I fish? No, there's no fishing at all. Where does timber come from? Can I import timber currently? No, I can't, which means it's probably going to be a water trade route. They'll sell me timber by water. Okay, ooh, quite a bit of wind at my house at the moment. I live in a more windy area than before, so hopefully that's not distorting the sound. I have got the windows shut, but you never ever know. I'll try to keep things to a minimum in sound processing. So as I was saying, I'm going to need timber to build things. Well, it may be worthwhile doing once I get these guys fenced off. Alright, you got ourselves a river of blood. I think we had this last time. This could be a problem, so I'm going to make sure that a physician is covering this area immediately. I'm going to have to make sure no one gets sick. I think everywhere else should be covered. You're not in a very happy position, so let's give you a nice big birdie overlooking your house. It'll make you happy. There you go. Very, very happy. Disease has struck. Malaria's also come in, and we've got a flooded clay pit. 2 of them flooded. Holy shit, that's all coming on at once. So throw down a couple more clay pits and get everything fixed up nicely. Shit, they're really, really stuffing us over here. That river of blood is screwing us over big time. We're about to lose a lot of workers. Unemployment, thankfully, at 8%, so that should tide us over for a little bit. I think, though. I wonder if this is going... Oh, Christ. I wonder if this is going to damage our fertility or not. I have no idea, but that cannot be healthy. I would not want to be eating food off that floodplain just yet. Either way, over here, it's probably about to burn down, but I'll try and get this sorted over here. Looks like those guys got out. Thankfully, they can't get in here from that angle anyway. So I've got a little military outpost about to be set up over here. We're going to have a recruiter set up nicely. We have a shit ton of money, so I am going to actually use this as an opportunity to not make this the little crappy dump that it was in the last couple of cities I've built. It's going to be a nice, beautiful area. I'm going to level these people up. There is going to be a granary over here as well. I'll throw you right there. And of course, we are going to get you to, get maximum of grain. Yep, should all work. So with that now, what we can do is we can actually import, where do I want to put this one? I'll throw you here. We can import timber and build some boats from that. So we're going to put you, we're going to accept up to a quarter. We're also going to get up to a quarter of pottery and get up to a quarter of beer. And that'll allow this area to level up as we start providing them food. Okay, it's time to throw down our forts for the first time. I should be able to get an infantry and an archer fort from the previous city. So we'll check that now, throw one of them, and magically appeared. Beautiful, beautiful. And of course now, we should be able to get an archer fort. And they appeared magically as well. Now that's blowing most of our cash. But with that, we should be able to start taxing people just a little bit. I think a comfortable 5% should keep everyone happy. We're currently January, so we're not going to have to pay anything to Pharaoh. With that, I can... shit, I'm not going to be able to get a entertainment thing in here. I'll probably do just a smaller one. I won't get a pavilion. Either I'll throw these in now, and the tax dollars should start pouring in. Okay, request for 1,000 bricks. It's not a major spanner in the works, but it does sort of get in the way because that is one of our major exports. So I'm going to have to, if I can figure out where I'm going, stop exporting bricks for a little while. We can stockpile that one up. Not a huge problem because I don't make most of my money from that. I think the majority of my cash is coming in from pottery, although probably a little bit coming in from bricks as well. We are looking like we're short of pottery. So at this point, I think it's going to be worthwhile to start throwing in another little factory for pottery up here. Okay, barely got 1,000 bricks in time. We can send that one off. Now the concern appears to be that no, actually we seem to have enough workers, so why are they not getting enough clay? I had thought that they weren't getting enough worker access, so I have thrown down a couple of little houses there just hidden behind them to try not, make the area too ugly, but I won't be feeding those people. They are pretty much just there for the worker access, because we don't seem to be getting enough clay, and a couple of these said that they were struggling to get employees. Hopefully things will work a little bit better. It could well be that Brickworks use up more clay than Potters, in which case I'm overdoing this just a little bit. But we'll figure out how that goes later. I'll keep an eye on that. And we're going to need more food later as well. Things aren't going too well. I think we're beginning to fall behind. It's pretty much what normally happens to me. So I tend to expand just a little bit too much. But we'll see how things go. We may well pull through this. Okay, request for military troops at Timnar. I'm hoping it's not via boat. Doesn't say it's by boat. So let's just send you two on Kingdom service and send you abroad. So those guys are now going to head off. I don't know if we're going to require anything heavier than just what we've got. The fact that we got them for free probably implies that something heavier will come. So I may throw down... Do I want to throw down any infantry? I'm probably not going to throw down any infantry. I think I'll just start throwing down a bunch of archer forts and sort of smash things out that way. And here we go, Plague of Frogs. That's, is that going to stuff us up much? I don't think so. Where are they? Oh, geez, they're all everywhere. They didn't seem to do too much last time in the previous mission, so hopefully I don't... Actually, house infested with frogs. What does that even mean? No idea. No idea at all. And maybe it means they're going to devolve, or maybe it means there's no... Oh, okay, I see... Oh, far out. Come on, mate. Come on. Okay, throw a firehouse there and an architect's post just to get all that covered. Now, I don't think it's going to be a massive problem for us. We have more than enough... Actually, we've got too much unemployment, so more than enough to keep all that completely covered. So hopefully it'll just mean that nothing happens for a while. And of course our heroes were successful coming back. What did we lose? We lost, looks like 1 archer and 2 infantry. Nothing particularly damaging there, although they are our veteran troops. They're still green because we didn't have an academy last mission. So our troops are fine. I've changed a few things around here, but nothing important that you guys need to really worry about. Nothing noteworthy, let's put it that way. Alrighty, it is time now for the industry to begin moving towards this giant bloody tomb we've got up here. It's a long, long way away, so it's going to take a long time, but that is something I'm going to have to suffer with, and not you guys. So we have everything set up. All we need to do now is import the oil. We're going to need oil. Let's import 1,000 should do it. Henna we're going to require. Import again 1,000, and the rest of it should take care of themselves. So hopefully it all works from here. Okay, request for 700 paint with just a couple of months to comply. It is a good thing that we have started this, so the paint is currently underway. Production is, well, it's happening very, very slowly, but I think we have ourselves... No employees live nearby. Well, they do live nearby. They're just down there. So perhaps if I try extending it that way instead, you might get better access. If not, then I'm going to have to put in a little bit of feeder housing, which I really, really hate to do. Okay, because we sent off that paint, they've given us 600 oil, which is very, very nice, because oil is bloody expensive. We also had a request for beer at the same time. Now over here, I am doing 2 things. One, I don't actually have my military set up to try and block Tomb Raiders. Now, none have happened yet, but I have a sneaking suspicion that they will actually come through at some point in the future. So I'm going to have a little bit of a police wall here. The other thing it's doing is just it's beginning to absorb unemployment. So I'm going to pay my poor people to stand guard and protect anyone from coming up and robbing our tombs up here. That would be a terrible, terrible thing to have happen. So hopefully they will be able to guard it all. And I reckon these policemen are apt for the job. Okay, the artisans are working. We've got ourselves some paint and clay being delivered up here. These guys are ready to start chipping away when the lamps arrive. And it looks like lamps have not arrived, but they've arrived at least once. So no doubt that will happen eventually. There we go. Looks like... I'm assuming that's lamps. Yep, that was lamps. Okay, so the lamps are flowing up there. Our people will gradually begin chipping away at this as required. I could probably build more of these later, but I think they only seem to do one at a time. So could probably even make it a hell of a lot shorter by just putting people up here directly, but doesn't matter. Let's keep it at least a little bit realistic. Alrighty, this is a fun one. We've got ourselves a hailstorm. I actually had hail at my house just about an hour ago, so this almost makes me feel like I'm back at home. Oh, geez, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your monitors. This is not interference. This is not static. We have ourselves a big, beautiful hailstorm. Does it do anything? I suspect it probably destroys crops or something. No idea. Looks kind of cool, but I don't think anything actually happened. Nah, I can't see a thing. Nothing was damaged in the warehouses. Looks like had no effect other than just a little bit of fun. Okay, we have ourselves an interesting little request here. 500 linen, not something I actually have in the city. Can I import linen directly? Yes, I can import linen directly. How do I import it directly? It's going to come in via water trade route, which is a pain in the ass. I'm going to throw in 2 more docks. I'm going to throw in one here and one there, as well as a firehouse and an architect's post here, because I'm going to need the trading capacity coming up in the near future. No doubt things are going to have to start coming via water trade route. We're going to throw in linen. You're going to accept as much linen as I want. And you are going to be 500 linen. So we are going to import 500 linen via a water trade route. At least I think it's water trade route. There may well be somebody else who sells us linen. Let's have a quick look. It's not Timna. It looks like Samur is the only one they will sell us, but that's another water trade route if I decide to open that one up, which I haven't yet, because they'll also buy beer, and I don't want to export beer via water trade route, so I haven't opened them. They will buy linen, so I can probably start making it in the future. They will... Okay, so it looks like it's coming in only via water trade route. So it should come in through one of these docks and get dropped over here, and we can then export that out in the near future. Up here, while I'm on camera, it's caught me in the middle of a little bit of construction over here. I'm in the process of building up our little noble quarters. I'm going to, of course, need a firehouse and an architect's post, and probably a hell of a lot more besides that, but we will get to that gradually as we work on it. So, I think I'll need police as well. I'll throw you, I don't know, somewhere there. Now, the interesting thing here is I'm not sure if it's actually necessary, but what I've got here is I've changed this area around slightly so that, so, I don't know how to explain this quite. So you can get labour access from 2 squares away. So if someone's walking along this road, they can get labour access from a house that's here. Essentially, there's a square gap. So what I've got here, I've got the going right up against this canal, and they're actually accessing labour. If these 6 houses weren't here to begin with, they would actually be accessing labour from this little housing block here. Now, I'm not sure if these guys will still provide labour when they level up. I think they will, but on the off chance that I'm misremembering and they stop providing labour, because I know they stopped providing workforce. So if they stop providing labour, I can still get it by coming across the river here and tapping these guys there. It hasn't actually changed the block too much. Chances are it won't burn down, but if it does, then I can always revert back and look for another solution. Alrighty, had ourselves a request for reinforcements within 8 months. Please, oh please, be a waterborne attack. Okay, that's a pain in the ass. I don't like waterborne attacks, but we have ourselves something we're already prepared for that. So you're going to embark. I'm actually going to need to import weapons. I didn't think of that. You're going to embark those guys, and you're going to embark those guys there. They just teleport. It's kind of cool. Yeah, we've got loads of beer. We have more beer than I think you will ever need. So those guys are now loaded in. We can send off these 3 to the waterborne attack and fight them off as required. Now, I think we're probably going to need to import weapons as well. At this point, beer. What am I going to do with beer? I may well stop exporting beer. Now, beer is a bit of a complication because, so I'll stop exporting. It's going to stuff up my docks hardcore. I'm not importing or exporting very much at all, but as this begins to ramp up, I am going to need to get those things sorted. So for example here, I can't trade with Pyrameses because they will buy beer. And that will start to send my dock workers all over the place trying to look after those things. The downside, of course, is it means I can't sell paint. I can't sell any excess oil I have. And I can't buy any of these goods that they have here. At the moment, chariots are required. Papyrus will be required for my manors. And I think a linen will, help because I'll probably be consuming quite a bit of it in the coming future. But weapons are the big one right now. So I'll open you up here and we can actually start to import, if I can bloody well find them, some weapons. And we're not going to need any more than, say, 4 for the time being. I think, actually I'll need 6, so I may as well go straight up to 6 just to begin with, just to make sure that I never forget that. Alrighty, now that the beer has stopped being traded, I'm concerned. I mean, the money is holding up well, which is good, but we have a huge stockpile of lamps. We're actually building them a hell of a lot faster than we need to. So I can, I'm importing the oil, it's pottery, so I can actually begin to, if I can find them. There we go, lamps down the very bottom. I can actually begin to export lamps. Let's say any lamps over 400, and what I'll do is I'll actually increase the storage of lamps here. That'll allow us to really start smashing these out. These guys here are paint, so at the same time I can probably export paint as well. Export anything over 400 paint. Now that will be pretty good, I reckon. We'll start to really get these docks moving, but we're going to turn over these resources and that'll start making us a lot more money. And of course, victory, our heroes have returned. They all come back. They sail back on. Let's have a look, just a quick look to see how many of those people we lost. Oh, they're panicked. They're not very happy about that. But experience hasn't grown either. They did manage to win though, so I'm going to have to make sure I get my infantry leveled up as well, because I think we're going to require those guys in the near future, if we have any more big attacks at least. And here we go, Plague of Locusts, really the last thing we need right now. Although we're not actually... Actually, we are. There's quite a bit of food that we are going to lose here. Thankfully, though, we got a massive stockpile over here. So these locusts, wherever they are, and God, that is the most annoying sound I can imagine. These locusts are going to come in. They're going to eat quite a lot of crops, but they're not going to completely stuff us over, because I suspect we have probably another year's worth of food left in us. In the meantime, though, I think papyrus is what we're going to be working on next. While I've got you guys on camera, actually, you know what? I'm going to wait till this bloody annoying sound goes away, because I can't even think clearly. Okay, the locusts are gone, and more importantly, the sound itself has gone. They are going off into the desert somewhere. I'm not even going to say that. Now, where are we now? Completely forgotten what I was doing. But our people here are... Thank you. Our people here are beginning to level up and need a courthouse. And I believe that will actually be enough to push us over, provided that the area is beautiful enough. Will be enough to push us over into the beginnings of manors. No, it's not going to be enough because I need papyrus. I was just talking about that before and I have now reminded myself. So I'm going to require papyrus. Papyrus can come in via import. Let's import to some absurd number. That'll more than max out our stockpile in our yards. And we're going to require... You are getting papyrus. Excellent. So we're going to require a library and a scribal school. The school itself can go there, and the library can actually go back here, but I'm going to require 500 papyrus before I can actually do that. Okay, I had a request for 1,000 grain, a little bit of a bummer considering that we have just had a massive famine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to empty the food out, just so we can get 1,000 and then quickly send that off. Where are they emptying it to? You, my friend, can actually be set to get maximum temporarily, so that you will... There we go, we've got that. Now we can send that off, and then I can reverse these. You are now going to start getting maximum again, and you are just going to clear out. Just accept. Done. Problem solved, everything sent off. Okay, we're actually plunging into debt for the first time in a long time. Why is that? Bricks should be exporting, pottery should be exporting, linen we're importing, that's a problem. Luxury we're importing. Okay, too many imports. That is our problem here. Let's have a quick peek at what's going on here. Exports have earned not that much this year, but they normally get 11,000. Imports have been costing us quite a lot, along with wages. Now, what I can actually do is lower our wages a little bit. I don't know how much. Kingdom pays 28. I don't know if that's to do with the fact that I built one of the temples or not. I'm going to lower it down to 26. Let's go 27. And we'll see if that will make much of a difference. Now, it could well be the fact that one of these temple add-ons here, if you have a look, there we go, the Oracle of Horus will allow people to work a little bit less. Now, I don't know if that is lower than 28 or if that is now reflecting what they would be happy to work out. I guess we will find out in time. Okay, we really are struggling quite a bit here, although we did briefly, very, very briefly, duck out of debt. I have begun exporting beer again. Yep, okay, have that beer as well. So we've sold about 2,000 beer by the looks of things. We're at about 4,000 before, so that is, I think, beginning to keep us out of debt. Now, these guys are not visited by a taxpayer. Shit, I forgot about that. What I can do is probably bulldoze my house at this point in time. I hate to do it, but unfortunately tax dollars are far more important than having a beautiful house. So we'll get those tax dollars out there. These guys will then... I need a dentist as well. That's probably a good thing that I destroy that house. With that, there we go. We've leveled them up. We have some spacious manors. Now, they do require more desirability. That's probably because of some of the buildings around here. But I think that can be taken care of reasonably easy. Employees are required, but... Wait, what? Are they stately manors or not? No, so I need a third god here. Somehow. I've really, really stuffed myself with this this little thing here. So I am going to remove the police officer and hope that this will figure it out. So I've got Osiris, I've got Ra, and we can throw down Bast over here, and that should allow everyone to... Thank you. That should allow it all to level up. What do we got there? Elegant manners, stately manners. Okay, that's what we need. And unfortunately, it's just a little bit of a desirability problem at this point. We'll see if I can get that sorted. You're doing very nicely, but now we need gods to come through. And there we go. 6 beautiful, stately manors. We have them. That's exactly what we need. We've got more than enough population. The real problem now is just getting all my things properly set off. I'm going to have to get the monument finished built, although judging by that, I suspect we're very close because I haven't actually put any stuff away. Let's have a quick peek at it. 80%, we're doing very nicely. I'm concerned that there's no lamps up there. It could well be that there is a distance issue here. But, yeah, 200 lamps. So, not sure why we haven't figured that out yet. But no problem, it's probably being sent up there now. And there we go, there's the lamps. Okay, we've had a little bit of a problem for a while. It turns out that our traders haven't been buying bricks because there are no employees here in the brickyard. I'm not sure exactly why. It could well be that we're so short of employees. So I've gone through and started just knocking down a few things. I don't want to knock down too many more work yards, although I may get that one there just in case. Now that should hopefully allow our dude to get the extra access they need. I'm going to make you number 3 for the time being, and we'll see how that goes. Can we sell bricks? For some reason we are completely unable to sell bricks. I suspect it has something to do with the fact that this roadblock is here. So I'm going to roadblock that there and try and clear it up with this. Let's see if that makes it just a little bit better. Employees are needed. I have no idea what's going on here. I'm going to have to try and sort that out because that is going to be a problem. And there we go, a crime wave as well. Everything is going wrong just at the same time here. So the fire has basically burnt through nearly everything. We lost some storage yards. We lost a lot of stuff here. Thankfully though, tomb robbers appear to be being apprehended. Yeah, it looks like we've got them all. Yeah, I think we've got them all. Okay, now fires are going all through the city. I don't know what causes this. This does tend to happen after the city has been played long enough. This area should have been completely stable. Yet another fire in the city. I don't know again what's causing it. Obviously infrastructure is at 100% and has remained at 100%. So the fires go through. Yeah, I don't know. It seems to happen in every single city after a certain length of time. And there we go, the Grand Burial Tomb is finished. Let's go have a look at that one. It is not quite as impressive as I would have hoped, but yeah, whatever. We built a big tomb, whoop-de-doo. Let's have a quick look. Let's rotate around. It's sort of hard to see, but I suppose you come in. There's a couple of rooms here, some big carvings. Yeah, I don't know. Look, the tombs in this game have been a little bit average for me. I've not been a huge fan of them. They're kind of cool, but there's no grandeur like building a massive pyramid or something like that. Abu Simbel, that was awesome, the last episode. But here, too little entertainment. Things are going reasonably well here, though. I've had to throw in this little entertainment block here because 16 occupants. Yeah, because I have required just a couple more people to sort of get our employment going nicely. We're currently 2%. That will continue to drop, but I may need to start bulldozing and rebuilding houses just to get new, younger immigrants, although I'd really prefer not to do that if possible. Alrighty, here we are. Things are looking very, very nice. I reckon we are at the end of this mission, so let's just have ourselves a quick glance through the city. So we've got this little area down here. This is essentially our military and monument building industrial site of the city. It's about to be attacked by some scorpions. A little bit unfortunate for the people, but good luck for it, guys. Over here, we've got our sort of our more developed area. They have essentially turned into fancy residences, elegant residences, and there's a couple of common residences mixed in there as well as as desirability permits. But this is quite a nice little area. I could probably even throw some stuff in here and throw a statue in there as well. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But make that look nice and beautiful down there. Up here we've got our little obligatory culture dump. Unfortunately, the mechanics of Pharaoh and Cleopatra are pretty rubbish in the way they determine culture. So that is there just to pretty much take care of everything over here. What have we got again? Little industrial sector. Nice little workers district over here. Living not far from the temple complex. Of course, our little gate guards over there. And of course, this is the... No! I lost access to it. God damn it. I'll come back to that later. Either way, this was our little stately manor area. These guys have unfortunately lost access to their library. I may actually need to build another little library up behind here just to doubly ensure that all of them get access at the same time. It seems that there are just too many different crossroads for these guys to take. They do get just a little bit lost here. And of course our big industrial and our massive farming district going in all the different ways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all the stuff on camera. We're going to send... actually, you know what? No, I'm going to come back and do that later. I'm going to take care of this problem first. Okay, here we are. Looks like these stately manors have come back. I did end up throwing another little library back here, so it's getting additional papyrus flowing through in both directions now. So the city is basically done. I'm not going to jinx things too much because who knows what could break while I'm talking. So let's send off the 6 weapons that we require. Let's send off all this linen to wrap Pharaoh with when he's eventually dead. Thankfully, not just yet. Praise be to Pharaoh. Hopefully not for many more years. And of course, a couple of chariots that I had prepared earlier. Let's go one more look through here. The monument should take care of itself shortly. I could send off a quick, sneaky little gift. Let's go some cheetahs and giraffes. I'm sure Pharaoh would love that. Of course, I can hear my phone in the background making noise. And it is pouring rain outside just as we all come up to the ending here. So hopefully the sound is not being too badly distorted. Either way, I think that should do it. The monument will take care of itself shortly when we tick over. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going onwards to victory.
Well done! Despite a seemingly unending series of vile plagues and misfortunes, the grand tomb for our aging pharaoh is fully prepared. Its grandeur speaks well for our appreciation of Ramses II, surely one of Egypt's greatest leaders.
And there we go, one of Egypt's greatest leaders now has a little tomb and another little city rebuilt to so he can join his father and his other ancestors in the, where are we? The Valley of the Kings, Deir el Medina. Anyway, everyone, that has been it. That is the end of the Ramesses II campaign in Cleopatra, the Pharaoh expansion to Pharaoh. So if you do indeed enjoy this Pharaoh content, make sure to smash that thumbs up button. It really does actually help out the channel. It's a big help, especially the way YouTube's algorithm works now, basically based off engagement. So comments and all that, they all help. If you're not interested, don't worry about it. You can bugger off and go watch another video. There are plenty of good people out there who are also playing Pharaoh. I encourage you to go and search for them as well. Get a bit of variety in your life. But anyway, guys, I've been BLXZ. This has been Cleopatra, the expansion to Pharaoh. Take care, and I'll see you next time as we head into the Ancient Conquerors campaign.